everybody, welcome to another Nephilim build. Today we're gonna go beast mode as Son Gohan from Dragonball Z. As always, keep in mind that these videos are about capturing the spirit of the character rather than capturing their abilities perfectly. With that said, let's start with ability scores. Using point by will make Dexterity Intelligence 15, Gohan's a speedy fighter and a nerd! And yes, I considered dumping Dexterity so I could make a dodge joke, but our AC is actually gonna be pretty good regardless. Anyway, we'll make Wisdom 13 for Perception and multi-class requirements and make Constitution 12 for some HP. This will leave Strength and Charisma at 8. We don't need Strength for this build, and he only pulled Fidel because she matched his freak. Find you a partner that matches your freak. And yes, I'm talking about the say a man, say a woman thing. That part of GT I considered canon. For species, we're going to make Gohan and Asmar like the other Saiyans. I get Dark Vision at 60 feet, Celestial Resistance, Healing Hands, and the Light Cantrip. I'd love to take the Scribe background. It gives us the ability score options we need and is thematically appropriate for how Chi-Chi tried to raise him, but we need a different feat for reasons. So I'll make a custom background putting our increases into Dexterity, Wisdom, and Intelligence. We'll still take Investigation, Perception, and Calligrapher supplies, but take the Magic Initiate Cleric feat instead of Skilled. But take Thaumaturgy for effect, Sacred Flame for a Ki Blast, and Guiding Bolt for a Masenko. Moving on to class, we're going to start off as a monk. We get Strength and Dexterity saving throws and pick Acrobatics and Athletics. I'll also be proficient with monk weapons and painter's supplies. You know, for giggles. At level 1 we get Martial Arts and Unarmored Defense. We're not going to multi-class the fighter, getting Light and Medium Armor, Shields, and all weapons. At level 1 we get Second Wind in our fighting style, taking Unarmed Fighting. We'll also get Weapon Mastery, which we'll ignore. Unless you just want to include the Z-Sword, that is. We are now going to multi-class to Wizard, getting Ritual Adept and Arcane Recovery, as well as our Celestial Revelation. This is our Super Saiyan, same as always. I'll start off with 3 cantrips, picking Mage Hand for some Telekinesis, Thunderclap for a Shockwave, and Prestidigitation for more effects. We'll also prepare for our spells, taking Mage Armor for AC, Shield to block, Detect Magic to sense Ki, and Magic Missile for that move that never works. Quick dip back to Monk. At level 2 we'll get Monk's Focus, Unarmed Movement, and Uncanny Metabolism. This level is really just to fill space. Back to Wizard. At level 2 we'll get Scholar, Expertise, and Investigation. We'll also take Thunder Wave for a Ki Eye. At level 3 we'll get our Arcane Tradition, taking Blade Singing for Performance and Blade Song for Ultimate Gohan. Real quick, I never finished the Boo Saga because back when DBZ was airing on Toonami, my mom decided it was too violent right after Boo got released. Keep in mind, I'd been watching it since the very freaking beginning, so I never actually saw Ultimate Gohan until I played one of the Budokais at a friend's house. So my question is this a transformation, or is it just his base form with his full potential unlocked? And also, why did he have to turn Super Saiyan off to tap back into it in that one episode of Super? I'm just saying, if Ultimate Gohan is his base form and that's more powerful than a Super Saiyan 3, then how much more powerful is he as a Super Saiyan? I swear, Gohan's gonna go down in history as the character with the most wasted potential in all of anime history. Anyway, we'll take Locate Object for the Dragon Radar. At level 4, we'll raise our intelligence and take Blade Ward to fill the slot and Blindness Deafness for the Solar Flare. Everyone knows the Solar Flare. The multiform technique is apparently up for debate. At level 5, we'll get Memorize Spell and take Fly and Haste. Fly will give us a flight speed without wasting our Heavenly Wings, and Haste is just a good buff in general. Paired with Heavenly Wings and Blade Song, and you've got Super Saiyan 2. At level 6, we'll get the Blade Singer Extra Attack and take Hold Person for the Galactic Donut. Back to Fighter. At level 2, we'll get Action Surge and Tactical Mind, and at level 3, we'll get our Martial Archetype. We're gonna take Eldritch Knight to give us an extra spell slot. We'll get War Bond, which we'll ignore unless you really just want to include the Z-Sword. We'll get 2 cantrips, taking Mending and Elementalism to fill the slots. We'll also get 3 spells, taking False Light for temp HP, Feather Fall because it has fall damage, and Disguise Self to become the Great Saiyaman. At level 4, we'll raise Dexterity and take Absorb Elements from Xanthars for resistances, and at level 5, we'll get Tactical Shift. Back to Wizard. At level 7, we'll get Enhanced Ability for Super Saiyan feats, and at level 8, we'll cap our intelligence. Nerd! We'll also take Long Strider for speed. At level 9, we'll take Expeditious Retreat to dash, and at level 10, we'll get Song of Defense. Beast Gohan pretty much ate that punch from Cell Max. We'll also take Friends to fill the slot and draw a blank. At level 11, we'll take Sunbeam for the Kamehameha and swap our blank for Tasha's Otherworldly Guise. Combine this with Necrotic Shroud and Blade Song, and we're going Beast mode. Also, why call it Beast? With that name, you might as well make it Super Saiyan 4. Seriously, just take the Beast Gohan form and add a silver tail and silver fur. Also, hot take, Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo were unearned. Deserved? Yes, but unearned. Back to Fighter. Level 6 will take the Boon of Fortitude, bumping Intelligence. Lastly, at Wizard level 12, the Boon of Fate has finally come, overclocking Intelligence. Nerd! Was that last one for Gohan or for me? You decide. We'll also take Disintegrate for the special beam cannon. Now that we're level 20, we finally have our modifiers. Our AC is Mage Armor 17, which goes up to 23 with Blade Song, 28 with Shield, and 30 with either Haste or Tasha's. See? Told you he could.
Done!
You must be so proud.
Your precious runt is becoming a man. Yeah, but I mean, it could be dodging better.
Our movement speed is 30, and our average HP is 157 with 2d8, 60, 10, and 12d6 hit dice. And with that, we are done. Now what can this build do? To start, our Overclocked Intelligence gives us a ridiculous AC, a solid spell save DC, and a color attack modifier with Tasha's. We've also got a great selection of buffs and some pretty solid damage options with spells. And even though we dumped Strength, we're still proficient in Strength saves and Athletics, so it evens out. For weaknesses, a nat 20 is still a nat 20, and our low Strength means a few shadows could be trouble. Plus our low Charisma means Banishment and Umber Hooks could be a problem. So basically just a couple of ultra specific encounters and bad luck. But also setting up our buffs can take us anywhere from 2 to 3 turns. Also, this next one really isn't a weakness, but it's worth mentioning. We're supposed to be getting a Blade Singer reprint at some point, and if the final version is the same as the playtest, then we'll get to use our intelligence for our weapon attacks while using Blade Song. While this is objectively a major buff, it also means that we'd lose our main reason for taking Tasha's. We'd basically only be getting the +2 to AC and a couple of resistances, and for the slot cost, I'd rather use Haste. Weaknesses aside, it's our turn to dominate. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to support my channel, there's a link to my Patreon down in the description. $1 a month gets you 2-day early access to my videos and access to all of my homebrew content. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments, and I'll see you all next time when I make Mario from Super Mario Bros.